These are 25 gadgets I've used in my studio, and all of them are under $50. In fact, 14 of them are under $20. None of these products are sponsored, but if you use the links below the video to purchase any of these, it does help out this channel. Thank you. I've got tons of studio accessories and even keyboards and drum pads in this video. Also, stick around until the end because I'm throwing in 3 bonus gadgets that are a little above $50, but you guys have asked me about them so many times, I wanted to include them here. Let's get started. This first item keeps me organized in my studio, and it actually exceeded my expectations. It's the heaviest cable organizer on the market. Yes, that's actually the name. This is a rubbery, heavy cable holder that sits behind my monitor and holds cables I need every now and then, including cables that are already hooked up to my audio interface. It even holds thick TRS and XLR cables. It's sturdy yet easy to add or remove cables, and it doesn't require sticking anything to your furniture. I've got more cable organizers coming up later in this video. Next up is a set of headphones I've actually featured in my videos before. These are the One Audio headphones. Now, these aren't gonna blow your mind when it comes to mixing or spatial clarity, but they are the most popular headphones on Amazon for DJs. They are good for the price, and my music producer viewers who use them say they really like them. Yep, headphones for under $50. Let's keep going. Next up is a voice control gadget that can help you sequence the powering on and off of your studio equipment. It's the GoSund Smart Plug. You won't believe how many questions I get on these since I featured them in my studio tour. It works with Alexa and Google Assistant and lets you easily create a routine in the Alexa app to help avoid speaker pops when you turn your studio gear on and off. You get 4 in the pack too. I've used this to voice control lights as well. Next up is probably my most used studio accessory and the cheapest item here. It's these Velcro strips. I use them to strap together cables under my desk or when I need to put them back into storage. They come in a pack of 50 and are the right length for long and short cables. I've tried lots of cable ties, but these continue to be my favorite. All right, how about a keyboard? This mini keyboard by Nectar is featured in one of my most popular videos ever, and for good reason. For under $50, you get velocity sensitive keys, pitch and modulation functionality, octave control, play, stop, record controls, a sustain button, and MIDI channel selection. It worked well with Ableton, Logic, Cakewalk. It's great for travel or if you really need to save space in your studio. Okay, I get tons of questions about what cables I use, so here are some I've tried and tested. First up, my favorite TRS cable for connecting studio monitors, keyboards, and synths is by Hosa. Hosa? I've tried others and I don't feel the same confidence with others as I do with these. They're not the cheapest, but they come in lots of sizes and have saved me a lot of frustration. Now, whenever I make videos about headphones, you see this headphone stand. It's not expensive and has held up for a long time now. It's the Elitech Pro headphone stand. I've got the gray one, but this comes in silver and black as well. It's minimalist in design, sturdy, and although it's not super heavy, it hasn't fallen over yet. Next is a keyboard stand I've used for many of my videos. It's by RockJam and it's one of the easiest to fold up and set up. It's made of metal and it's great for holding up 49 key up to 88 key keyboards. It's got an easy height adjuster and you can even attach it to your keyboard to make it super secure. I bought this one and I haven't had to get another stand since. Now I do have a table type stand that I use as well, but I think the X style stands are more convenient. Next, I've got a drum pad and 8 knob combo device by Akai. This is just a MIDI mapping time saver. You can set this up to control your virtual instruments, DAW mixer, and even trigger clips in Ableton. You've got 4 memory banks to recall different mappings, and it works with all DAWs really. It's small and durable. I've seen these used on stage by many artists. The price hovers around $50, but frequently dives below $50 on Amazon. keep a lookout. So I promised another cable organizer, and this one is awesome and very different from the first one. It's a magnetic cable organizer that I've actually stuck to the back of my computer monitor. You attach the magnets to your cables, and then when you don't need them, they magnetically attach to this strip. It's super useful for keeping your cables within reach, but out of sight. It comes in black and white, and I actually bought both colors because this is just really useful. All right, next, these lights appeared in just one of my videos, and you all keep asking about them. Well, here they are again. These are music level lights. They are activated by sound, so they have like a built-in mic. Now, they're more for style and fun, not for monitoring frequencies, but hey, they add some nice ambience to your studio. You can adjust the animation and colors too. If you plan on getting a bunch of them, the cost does add up, but for the quality, I think they're actually really nice. All right, back to some recording gear. Here's an Amazon XLR cable I've used for some time, and I've been really happy with it. Again, I've tried a bunch of different brands and was a little apprehensive when Amazon started offering these, but I bought one and then two, and now I have a whole bunch. These XLR cables are well made and inexpensive. No hum, no loose connections, and they come with a Velcro strap attached, which makes it really convenient for storage or just keeping your cables neat. Good work, Amazon. Okay, I just bought this next power cable because I'm starting to get more effects pedals for my synths and guitars. This is a daisy chain 9-volt power cable for multiple pedals. So it will only take up one power outlet while powering up to 5 pedals. Now, the tip fits the standard pedals, but not every single one possible. But for most pedals out there, this should be just fine. Speaking of guitars, I use the on-stage double guitar stand, which holds up my guitars behind me here. This one is height adjustable and also has a strap to make sure your guitar doesn't tip off the stand. I've had this one for years and years and moved it around a lot. It's lasted a long time and won't break the bank. Hey, if you're recording songs at home and want to release them to the world, you should check out DistroKid, the sponsor of today's video. I use DistroKid to upload my music to Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, and pretty much everywhere else. DistroKid has released new features to help you promote your music even more. I love Spotify Canvas, which helps make your music on Spotify really stand out. Instead of boring album art, you can show your listeners a video loop. You can record and upload your video off your smartphone too. Also, they've added new promo cards, which are really nice. Again, making your release stand out to everyone. Just choose one and post it on your social media. I've actually created 2 dedicated videos on DistroKid to give you all the details on how it works, how you upload, and how you get paid, and all those other features that you don't want to miss. You can watch that video here, and if you're ready to sign up, I'll include a link in the video description that will give you 7% off your first year of membership. All right, let's keep this list going. Next up is a stand that's been so good to me for propping up my Ableton Push 2 to the perfect angle. I've also used it for my machine and now for my Arturia synth. I love this stand because it doesn't move around when playing and can be positioned in so many angles. It even has a cable organizer built in the back. Now, this is the Amazon version, which when I checked recently is out of stock, but another company just released a similar product, which also comes in silver. It's metal too, which I prefer. It just feels more solid. I don't care for those plastic stands. All right, next up is acoustic treatment for your studio. I've been using the F-Stop Labs brand for a while now. It's inexpensive and has really made a difference in my studio. To be honest, I do want to upgrade my treatment in the near future to those hangable panels, but these common foam square panels are good enough for most. You've seen these in my videos and they work. And again, they're not going to hurt your bank account. These come in different designs: pyramid, square wedge, a mushroom shape, lots to choose from. Okay, here's another cable organizer product that has really held up. These are hooks that I've attached to the back of my desk. They're the Command Strip brand by 3M, so they won't damage your furniture because you can remove them if you need to. They make different sizes, but even these small ones have been really useful to me. They come in a pack of 16 for less than $10. Next, I've tried tried multiple sustain pedals, and although they all seem to work equally well, I really like the Rock Jam pedal because it's sleek and solid. This version has a polarity switch just in case your keyboard requires it. Some versions of keyboards reverse the polarity, and this solves that problem. Get this one and you kind of future-proof your pedal needs. Alright, if you're like me, you have tons of USB devices, but a limited number of USB ports on your computer. Even with my multiple hubs, I always run out or they're just out of reach. So I bought the Anker 4-port USB 3.0 hub. This is not a charging hub, it's just for data transfer, but it works well for mini keyboards, drum pads, external drives. It's small enough to throw in a backpack and works with Mac's PCs, and it's really fast for data transfer. Okay, I've got a fun one next. This is totally not music related, but I use it all the time when I open music gear boxes. I really only included it here because I love it so much. It's the Slice Mini Box Cutter. It's a tiny box cutter with a tiny ceramic blade that cuts everything really well, and it's blunt at the end, which makes it safer than those pointy metal blades. This neatly cuts open packaging, even that thick plastic, and I feel much less worried using this near my pets. It's magnetic, which is nice if you want to attach it to your fridge, but I throw this into my tool drawer, and when I take it out, it always brings some extra paper clips when I grab it. Bonus. Okay, I've got a microphone coming up in this list, but first, let's finish off the stands. The last stand I want to include is a microphone stand from Amazon. If you're messing around with mic stands without a boom arm, you're really missing out. Adding the boom arm typically adds a little cost, but it's worth it to be able to position your mic in so many ways. I use this to hold mics when I test them, and also use it to hold my video mic during video recordings. It's worked well so far, even supporting the large Aston mic shield. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, hit the like button and leave a comment below if you've got a cool gadget in your studio that you think I should check out. All right, the microphone. Now, I've reviewed lots of mics on my channel, and this was a surprise hit because when I reviewed it side by side with a $2,000 mic, many viewers couldn't tell the difference after I added effects. So yeah, decent quality recordings under $50. This is a condenser mic, so it's got nice clarity as well. Now, you won't get some of the nicer features of some other USB mics like a headphone output, and the high end was a bit harsh at times, but I was able to tame it with some EQ. You can get better mics at the $100 price point, but for under $50, this is worth it. All right, next up, I use USB-C adapters all the time, and I've recommended this one to you all before. These are the JS Aux brand USB-C adapters. They are super cheap, but really well made. I love them because the USB-C side is small, so you can add multiple adapters at once to a MacBook Pro. The flexible mini cable also feels better than stiff adapters, which kind of feel like they're gonna break off sometimes. I've used these adapters for a long time, and they have served me well. All right, one more cable management accessory. I don't really like loose cables hanging around, so I try my best to keep them neatly hidden using those Velcro ties, and then hiding them with cable protectors. These mesh tube protectors hug multiple cables and make everything look neat and clean in your studio. It's easy to open them up to take a cable out or add one in. They come in lots of different widths and lengths, and you can cut them to size. Now, my cat doesn't typically chew my cables, but they do advertise that this will help prevent that if you have a cable-hungry kitty in your house. Okay, before we get to a few bonus gadgets, the last gadget under $50 is my favorite surge protector. This is the Trip Lite 10 outlet surge protector and power strip. I like the design of this one because it has space for big wall warts. It's been great, and you really should be using something like this to protect your expensive gear. The reviews are excellent, and my experience has been the same. Okay, that was 25 under $50. Let's get to some bonuses. Bonuses? Boni? Okay, these 3 bonus items are more than $50, but you all have asked me about them so much, and I love them. First up is the Mackie Big Knob monitor controller. This does 2 things beautifully. First, it lets you switch between 2 sets of speakers and also 2 inputs. I love simple products like these. So if you want to A/B your mix with 2 sets of studio monitors, this is the simplest way to do it. It's built like a tank and it's only $70. The layout is perfect for controlling your volume as well. Next up is something else you've always asked me about, an external drive to save your sample libraries and Native Instruments contact libraries. I use the Samsung T5 external SSD because it's super light, has fast transfer speeds, and has lasted me a long time. Samsung recently introduced the T7, the updated version. It's not too expensive, comes in different sizes from 500 gigabytes to 2 terabytes. The new T7 version also has fingerprint security. I highly recommend SSD drives for your virtual instrument libraries. It really reduces load times. Okay, last is the gadget I've received the most questions about over the last couple years. It's this retro clock, which does so much more than just display the time. This is the LaMetric Clock. It connects to my Wi-Fi system and shows me the weather, my current YouTube stats, Instagram stats, reminders, notifications, and so much more. You can voice control it using Alexa or Google Assistant. This thing isn't cheap, but it's just so cool. You can customize the graphics and messages. It's so much fun and adds a retro vibe to your studio. All right, there you have it. 25 gadgets under $50 and 3 bonus gadgets that you guys asked me about so much. Have fun with these. Let me know which is your favorite in the comments below. And of course, keep making the music you love. I'll see you all in the next video.